Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Brian here. Just want to make a video today. It'll probably be a little longer than my other videos today. Just talking about the news in general, some headlines, and also some movie news. I just want to say thank you to our 20th subscriber and to everyone else. We are now at 20 subscribers. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Before we start the video. And also before we start the video, just remember these are just my opinions. Please don't be offended by them if you don't agree with them. Yeah. So let's start the video. So initially, the thing I've been seeing trending on YouTube in the political world and in news headlines is Governor Ron DeSantis and presidential candidate has agreed to debate potential presidential candidate Governor Gavin Newsom. They've agreed to Gavin Newsom's been challenging a couple times. DeSantis has agreed. I think honestly it's great on DeSantis' end because DeSantis being in second place, he needs as much publicity as he possibly can get, whether he's debating a Republican, a Democrat, even an independent. He needs as much of that. He needs as much media attention as he can possibly get, because his campaign is really slipping. And Gavin Newsom could be great on his end, because if he can take down DeSantis, his 2028 chances are really going to be boosted. I mean, that's if no labels or Jesse Ventura doesn't run for president. Wear my Jesse Ventura shirt. But yeah, so I mean, it's going to be interesting to see. I'll watch it. I mean, I would honestly say I think they should invite. There are no current independent governors or anything. I think they should invite Betsy Johnson. She was never elected governor, but she's in Oregon. I mean, she's got some pretty good views. I think they should invite her to debate. Or, maybe, yeah, just to hear an independent views. But, yeah, let me know you guys' thoughts on that. Are you going to watch that debate? I will watch it. I will talk about it on here. But, yeah, it's very smart of DeSantis in. In other news about Ron DeSantis, not that I'm a supporter of his. I mean, well, first I'll say, I mean, out of the two governors, they are both probably the most popular governors in the nation. Gavin Newsom is probably the most well-known Democratic governor, and Ron DeSantis is probably the most well-known Republican governor that are currently in office. They're two of the most controversial governors, too. You know, they've both kind of overstepped their bounds. They kind of haven't. I mean, I will give credit where credit is due. Gavin Newsom, he has done a lot for climate change in the state of California. Done a lot of stupid stuff that didn't help with climate change, but he has done a lot of stuff to help climate change in California, like cleaning up oceans and stuff, so I will give him credit. On Ron DeSantis' end, I'll give him credit where credit is due. He kept his state open during COVID. His lockdowns did not work. He banned mask mandates in schools, took on a lot of school boards. He responded very well during the hurricanes and stuff. So I will give credit to where credit is due. I think Ron DeSantis is probably a little bit of a more better governor than Gavin Newsom. So I so many people moved from California to Florida. Not giving DeSantis credit or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, if I was forced to choose, if it was those two running for president, I wouldn't be voting either. I'd be voting for a third party or writing someone in, or not even clicking on the presidential part of the ballot at all. I would not waste my vote on either one of those two. But if I had a gun to my head and I was forced to choose, I would probably go with Ron DeSantis. I think he is a little bit less. He's pretty radical, but I think he's a little less radical than what Gavin Newsom is. I mean, Gavin Newsom had the state of California on lockdown for nearly 2 years, well after the COVID pandemic and everything. So, I mean, DeSantis is a little bit of a fascist, but Newsom is much more of a fascist. But yeah, I don't really like either one of them, but I think it should be interesting to see those two go at each other. And yeah, it's a make or break point for DeSantis. Another thing, while we're talking about Ron DeSantis, is Ron DeSantis is starting to realize that he needs to start going at Donald Trump. He said the other day that Donald Trump did not drain the swamp. He finally admitted that Trump lost the election. He was kind of hesitant, but he did admit it. So he's realizing that he has to go at Trump. He is. He is realizing that he cannot tiptoe around Trump and be nice to him and win the nomination. He's realizing that because his poll numbers are slipping. I mean, I think he's at 13% in New Hampshire. He's at 10% in Iowa. He's really gone down. I mean, there was a point where he was 7-8 points ahead of Trump. So, I mean, he is just, he's learning that he has to attack Trump to win. And I'm glad. I'm not supporting Ron DeSantis, but I'm glad that someone else is standing up to Donald Trump, just besides Chris Christie. Maybe the rest of the candidates will start doing it. We'll grow a pair of balls and we'll get their guts and get some courage and go at him. Probably doubtful. Especially Nikki Haley and Tim Scott. You know, Tim Scott's likable and everything, but he just won't go at Trump. Why? Go at him, everybody. But yeah, another thing that is coming up is in the headlines. We are as of today, we're 10 days away. Once this video goes up, we will be 9 days away from the Republican debate, the first Republican debate in Milwaukee. I'm watching it. You know, I'm not gonna. There's about a 9 3.75 chance I'm not gonna vote for any of the candidates. Out of 10. But I'm watching it. I want to see the star power. Any predictions I'm gonna make? I would say I think DeSantis will probably be the bash of the night because a lot of people want to get that second place position. So DeSantis will be the number one. Well, DeSantis will be number two. The number one bash that night will most likely be Joe Biden. DeSantis being number two. I think the candidate's probably going to take the biggest swing at DeSantis. It's probably I just call him Ramaswamy now because I cannot say his first name. I apologize, man. Apologize to all his supporters and his family. I just cannot say his name. I think he's going to take a shot at DeSantis. I think he might do like a Tulsi Gabbard to Kamala Harris type thing. I think Chris Christie will definitely take a shot at DeSantis. Chris Christie, I think, is going to go at all of them. I don't think he's unhinged. The big thing is Trump going to show up or not? Is he going to show up or not? I think, as of right now, I think he is. I think he's trying to hint for like, oh, maybe I should not show up. But it's his ego. He's not going to let... I mean, he did do it once before in 2016 after he'd been in multiple different debates. But I highly doubt his ego is going to let him not attend the debate. I mean, he's not going to let the media give, 8 other candidates attention and not give him any attention. He's going to go there to that debate. He's going to go there. You know, he might shock us and not go. I mean, yeah, so we'll see. I mean, if he doesn't attend, he's a coward. Chris Christie's right. He's a total coward. I mean, I say to Trump, if you were such a great president, I don't think you were, but if you have such a great record as a president, as a candidate and all that, go to the debate and defend your record. Defend your record of what you did as president. If you're such a great debater and you're so good at debating, go and debate these other candidates. If you're not scared of a single one of them other candidates, go and debate them. Don't be scared. Show up to the debate. I say the same thing to Joe Biden. Go debate RFK. Yeah, if you have such a great record as president, go debate RFK and Marianne Williamson. And any other challengers you may have or may get. I've said that. So, Trump, I would advise you, don't be a pussy. Show up to the debate. Face Chris Christie and DeSantis and stuff. Face them. Because you have such a great record and you're such a great candidate, such a good debater, you should have no problem debating. Yeah. And all you're doing is giving other candidates momentum by not showing up. Because people are going to be watching the debate, they're going to be like, where's Trump? Not saying the other candidates are going to get boosted tremendously, but they're going to get the attention. Trump's not. So, Trump, go to the debate. Don't be a giant pussy. Forgive me for my language, people. But, yeah, don't be a chicken. Don't be a bark, bark, bark. Don't be a chicken. Go to the debate. So, yeah, sorry about that, guys. I do think Trump is going to attend. I think it's out of his ego. If he doesn't attend, he's a chicken, a coward, and someone who does not deserve to be president. I think he is that anyways. But yeah, I think the debate, I think definitely Chris Christie's going to take a shot at Trump. I think there's going to be a lot of people in the audience that are going to cheer. A lot they're going to boo because they love Trump. But Chris Christie, if Trump and Christie on the stage, Chris Christie's going to go at Trump. He is. DeSantis, who knows? Maybe DeSantis will grow a pair and will take a shot at Trump. But yeah, I think DeSantis and Biden will be the number 2 bashing things. Maybe Chris Christie too. But yeah, I think Chris Christie's going to go at them all. I think he's got something to say to every last candidate. I really do. So we see what happens to that. Another thing about the debates is, and with Trump, so we don't know if Trump's going to attend or not. I think he will. But he has not signed the pledge yet. Which I think is a stupid pledge. But someone said the RNC's not going to let him go to the debate if he doesn't sign the pledge. That's really stupid. I mean, the pledge is stupid in general, but it's really stupid. You're not going to let the frontrunner... I'm not defending Trump in any way, shape, or form. But you're not going to let the frontrunner, who has a 37-point lead over his number 1 competitor, DeSantis... You're not going to let him debate? That's stupid. I mean, none of the candidates should have to sign a vow that it's basically a pledge that you will not, that not only will you support whoever gets the nomination, but you will not run as a third party or support you will not run as a third party or support a third party or independent candidate. I mean, are you that scared that someone's going to break and maybe do better than your candidate? Yeah, I mean, it's so stupid. I mean, there's some candidates there's a decent amount of candidates that aren't going to be included in the debate. That to me right there is candidate silencing. I say the same thing about the general election when they don't let third parties up there. Every candidate should have a chance to debate. Even if you have to have multiple debates. Every candidate should have at least 3 or 4 debates and a town hall so they can speak their minds so people know who they are. And then after maybe give them all a town hall, big town hall and 4 debates, then you can say, alright, to get into this debate you have to be at 5% or whatever, or have this many donors. That's fine. But at least give everyone a shot at it, and don't make them sign a stupid pledge. Yeah, I mean, Chris Christie, Chris Christie is so funny. I mean, he said, yeah, he signed the pledge, and he said he'll take that pledge as seriously as Donald Trump did. True. Trump signed the pledge in 2016, and would not vow that he would support the nominee if he wasn't going to be the nominee. And I guarantee if he wouldn't have got that nomination, he wouldn't have supported anybody. Yeah, it's something else. It's talked about. So that's it for the debates. Another thing is, there are talks that they're going to move the general election debates. They're going to move the qualification to 19%. Because you have third-party candidates polling close to it or above 15%. They're scared. And then across the country, there are Democratic and Republican governors and secretaries of state and stuff trying to change election laws, ballot laws, so they can simply stop these third parties. Are you that scared that Democrats, are you that scared that Cornel West or Joe Manchin want to run, or even my man Jesse would run? Are you that scared they're going to do better than you? On the Republican side, are you that scared Larry Hogan is going to get more votes than you? Are you guys this scared? Stop being scared. Face the candidates. If you lose, it's your fault. So, I mean, it's really just a matter of, are you that scared, really? Are you that scared? I mean, Cornel West, I think they did a poll when he was at 10%. Besides the other, Larry Hogan, I think they had him at 22%. Let him debate. I mean, don't be scared. Let him up there. Yeah, stop trying to change ballot laws. Trying to keep a candidate off the ballot that the people want on the ballot, that's democracy dying right there. If the people want someone candidate on the ballot, whether it be in a primary or a general election, no matter what party or what that candidate's running on, that candidate should be put on the ballot. They just should. You know, it's really stressful and stupid that they want to do this. I mean, you have 65% of Americans saying they'd be open to a third party. 65% if it's Trump and Biden. I think it goes up to 70% if it's Ron DeSantis. You have more than 80% of Americans saying they don't want Trump or Biden. The fact that they're saying this is not doable, still, it's doable. I think Cornel West is going to break records for the Green Party. I also think the No Labels Party should run a candidate. You know, the only concern that I have is I think that they should all band together. The Green Party, the Libertarian Party, Forward Party, everyone should band together behind whoever the strongest candidate is. Because, to me, to be honest, I mean, you can't have, you know, Larry Hogan running with the No Labels Party, along with Cornel West and the Green Party, and then, I don't know, Jesse Ventura and the Forward Party, and Howard Schultz running as an independent. You can't have multiple different candidates. Joe Jorgensen running as a Libertarian. You can't have multiple different candidates. I feel like they should get behind the strongest third-party candidate. I think right now it's going to be Larry Hogan. If Jesse Ventura runs, he's the strongest one. But I'd say right now it's most likely going to be Larry Hogan. Yeah, so I mean, typical Democrats and Republicans being afraid. So out of political news and other news, the new Willy Wonka movie, Wonka, is apparently, test audiences are not liking it, and there's some cast members saying it's going to fail, and it's believed that it's not going to be a good movie, because Timothée Chalamet, I can't say his last name either, I'm terrible saying last names, and names in general. The movie is being said it's going to fail from people that are reading the script and a test audience, and Timothée, the actor, saying it and stuff. It's going to fail. You know, my comment to it is it could fail. You know, I'll most likely see it simply because I'm such a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory fan. I loved both movies, especially the original one. So I'm curious to see it and what their new plans are. But, yeah, it could do well. Couldn't say this. I'll always say this. Well, before I say it, the studios are always going to try to make profit. They want that profit that original movie had, Gene Wilder. To say to the studios, no matter how many great actors you get, like, I mean, no matter how many great actors you get, and a great cast you get, and a great script, and a great director, the best CGI, the best props, best special effects, best makeup artists, all that, the best everything, you spend hundreds of millions of dollars on it, no matter how much you do, your movie may make a lot of money, may win some awards and stuff, but your movie is never going to be a cult classic like the original Willy Wonka. You're never going to have another Willy Wonka like Gene Wilder. I'm sorry. Listen, they tried it with Johnny Depp. They spent, I think, over $100 million on that movie, Johnny Depp. And Johnny Depp's one of my favorite actors. He's an amazing actor. Won awards and stuff. They had multiple different actors. I forget the man's name, but he played Grandpa Joe in the movie. Amazing actor. They had amazing director, Tim Burton. Amazing script and all that. The movie just didn't... It made a lot of money, but the movie didn't hit people as hard as the original one did. I mean, you could have James Gunn, or James Cameron, or even Tim Burton again, or Steven Spielberg, all these amazing directors. You could have an amazing director like James Cameron direct the movie. You could have, I don't know, you could have a great actor like John Goodman play Grandpa Joe. You could have a great actor like Tom Hanks play Willy Wonka, all that. This great cast, start from scratch, the perfect script. You could spend $300 million on it, best special effects, best CGI, and all that. The movie's still not going to be, it may make a lot of money, but it's never going to be a cult classic like that original Willy Wonka was. I'm sorry, there's nobody, no actor that's ever going to compare to Gene Wilder. It's Willy Wonka. I'm sorry. I know Johnny's as close to the book. I love Johnny. You did amazing too as Willy Wonka, but still, no actor, no matter how great or how bad, whatever, is ever going to compare to Gene Wilder. He nailed that role. So yeah, that's all I want to say. Another thing in movie news, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. There's some fans that are mad because it's been rated PG-13. They wanted it to be rated R. I don't know much about that movie. I will go see it though. Violent Night 2 is in the process of being released. Is in the process of being recorded. Made. Like the first Violent Night. We'll see how the second one goes. Hoping Krampus shows up in it and they can do a. This is both owned by Universal. We can have the Krampus movie, the Krampus from the movie, maybe fight in the end. Maybe they can have a fight in the end or something. Or maybe they can. Yeah, this would be cool about the Violent Night movie too. Maybe Santa Claus and Krampus from the movie Krampus. Maybe those two could team up against like another mob of hitmen or something. Like in the first Violent Night with Santa, they can go around like messing them up and stuff. That'd be pretty funny and pretty cool. Another movie news: Spider-Man 4, Tom Holland's Spider-Man has been confirmed. I think it is. Let me check the date. I believe it was May 3rd, 2024 is when it comes out. Let me just check and see. It is. Just one sec. May 3rd, 2024. Spider-Man 4 comes out. I think it's going to have Venom in it. It's going to be pretty cool. You know, I'm interested to see. I don't think it's probably going to do as good as No Way Home is. I would honestly rather see an Amazing Spider-Man 3 and a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 4. You know, I honestly think Andrew Garfield's Amazing Spider-Man should get a third movie, because the other 3, I'd rather see that than a 4 Tom Holland movie. So we'll see. To end the night, we're probably going to mention one more thing. Aquaman 2 is being reshot. We'll see how that turns out. That's basically it. I know, guys, I was all over the place. Blue Beetle's coming out soon, so we can go see that. So yeah, guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you guys for staying for the whole time watching. Please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe for more, share the video, and guys, I just want to leave the channel off with thank you guys so much. We're at 20 subscribers. Thank you to everyone that's ever viewed my videos, subscribed to the channel, liked the videos, shared them, left a comment, anything. Thank you guys so much. I truthfully appreciate it. I just want to give one more shout out to a friend of mine on YouTube, Travis Gaming 2005. Go subscribe to his channel. That's basically it for tonight, guys. Please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe for more, and all that stuff. And I'm out of here, guys. Good night. Goodbye.